all night and shit, dude. I was just about to town. I was going by like Denny's, not Denny's. I was going by the Droys building.
Yeah.
And when I was going past the old Droys building, I had my phone out. I was texting like 2 words, and then I would obviously be road. So it was taking me a second, but I was gonna say, hey man, no rush tonight. It's not gonna be late, but I'm just basically saying like I had to run town.
Right.
And as soon like it was literally, I was just about to. I had like 2 words left, and then I was sending.
Yeah.
And I felt it like the tone of me getting a message while that thing was open.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same notification when I have your thing open. If our conversation's open, it's a different sound.
Yeah.
And I heard that, and I'm like, oh, fucker. And there it was, man. Fucking ready when you are. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. I deleted everything. I'm like, all right, so much for that fucking message.
Yeah.
Bad timing on my part. Should have done it a little sooner. Or else, like, when I hopped in the vehicle, should have shot the message out and then left.
Right. Hit the road.
Not what I ended up doing.
That's okay. Okay. Right there it is. Okay, we're going. Going on audio. Video is obviously live, but
we live here. I mean, not live, but live on that phone there. We're
going.
Recording.
Yep, there it is.
Well, I'll be damned. How you doing, people?
There it is.
Cody Stokestead here. Another episode of Off the Cuff. Don't know what episode. Don't give a damn. It's a good one.
Episode 4, right?
I was gonna say that should be important, y'all.
No.
It should just be that it's another one. And
right.
Another one.
Right. Exactly. Dude.
I'm using my soothing voice, my radio voice. This is smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Oh, this is
hit you with some Tupac after a while. No.
Yeah, so, right. Breaking the Tupac.
On a smooth jazz, bro. I mean, you might be able to get like Dear Mama might, be able to come across on there. Maybe not. It's not in the genre.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it would piss anybody off listening to smooth jazz.
Right.
But so I just after when I was in town, before I came back out here, I was fucking hungry and I didn't want to wait till after this.
Right.
So I quick grabbed a pizza at Holiday. True story. This ain't fake content here.
Yeah.
While I'm in there, somebody, chum, Candy's son.
Yeah.
He's working there on nights and shit.
Okay.
And, he got told to go to the bathroom or whatever, to clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like the guy just was smiling on it, told him to. So that leads you to believe that, it's not going to be good. Someone shit in the urinal.
No.
Yep. So he said something, and then I heard one of the girls that was working there go, "What's in the bathroom?" I'm like, obviously nothing good. Did you hear what you just asked?
Yeah.
What would be in the bathroom that he's going to want to find? And then...
is he the new guy? Like, that's what it is?
No, he was just, he wasn't behind the till.
Oh.
But yeah, someone shared
time to be behind.
He's been, I think, actually on duty. Like, as far as the guys...
He just said duty.
Not for a double pun there, but no.
Yeah.
Like, out of the guys, I think he's, like, maybe got the most experience. Like, he's been there for, like, I don't know if it's a full month, but it got to be creeping up on it.
Right. Out of any of those people, I feel like.
But he's already should be considered at a month because he's the only night shift guy. Like, when he started, he was the only night shift. So I'm sure he had massive hours at first,
Dude.
But yeah, anyway, so I even walked back there because I was invested now. Because he even asked me, he's like, you want to make $50? And I told him, like, that is low.
Yeah.
I was like, my time is worth more than that. And if I'm going to be cleaning up shit, if it isn't mine or my dog's, I've never had to clean my shit off the floor anyway. I mean, off myself several times, but no. And somebody else. But when I went back there and took a gander, I think someone's fucking with him. I don't know if it actually was somebody shitting that thing.
Yeah.
By the look of it, it was like
Could be a candy bar.
No, I'm just
No.
thinking what I mean, I don't know if it was like what the fuck it was, but it was just like if that came out of someone's ass, first off, it wasn't a turd, right? Like this, like
Yeah.
it was if you like took like a sneeze, you know, like right at the back, like a solid hit,
Dang.
like a shotgun shell hit it,
Yeah.
and then ran down. So I don't know, and
How the fuck would you
the
sneeze?
color, it looked like a fucking snack pack, you know, like
Okay.
the color of it. So I don't know if it was, and whatever the fuck, I don't know, but it could have very well be shit. And that's why I asked them. I'm like, well, do you guys piss anybody off tonight for
Right.
customers, or
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know why else why you would think you would deserve it. You know,
Right.
Maybe it's just somebody who is that sadistic. Like, it's like the old upper decker. You know,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
shitting in the toilet tank.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
Gross.
that sometimes those were random. I've done one, and it was random. I didn't even know the people
Right.
there.
Right. You just did her anyway.
Yeah, so
Oh.
well, I was fucking high, and I was getting kicks for free. You know, I
Oh,
was
sure.
trying to get
Yeah.
a laugh, and it was mainly because I was the first one to make it to the bathroom. I knew my other friends were coming behind me, so it was to fuck with them. But I mean, ultimately, who paid the price?
Sure.
Probably that poor son of a bitch that had to clean the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that fucking was funny. Funny stuff. I laughed. I walked out laughing, and then randomly some other girl behind me fucking asked me if I remembered who she was, and that's never a good question.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Like, maybe I know. I'm like, I don't, man.
Right. Not even trying to.
Yeah, but so-and-so's sister, and I'm like, okay. And I walked out, and then I walked out, and I wasn't even sure who the fuck that guy was. So I'm bad with names,
Right.
you know, and it turns out I'm apparently bad with faces also. I gotta just, yeah, I don't know. It's been a rough go of it here.
Yeah, dude. Your last 3 weeks,
Dude,
even month.
I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean, and like,
What is it?
there's,
Yeah.
what's up?
Month. No, I mean like the new year.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
like-
shit so far. Like 2021.
Dang.
I mean, still better than 19.
For sure. For sure.
I guess. Actually, no, not really. I enjoyed my stay
Yeah.
in jail. Like,
Yeah.
and I loved like most jails. Yeah, it would have sucked.
Yeah.
But Rose Oak Jail is literally like my kind of rehab, where it's just it's a break from reality, break
Yeah.
from society, get you put somewhere where you. I mean, granted, the only problem is you can't leave if you wanted to, but. I don't know, man. I love it. I mean, Roso's great. I think, you know, there's probably times when my stress level hits a point where I wouldn't mind going in for a couple of days to get another break.
Well, yeah.
Like a weekend, you know, to where
Yeah.
I had no phones. That's no
Right.
social media. That's
Right.
none of that shit polluting your head, too.
Right.
And like, fuck, man.
You know somebody's watching you, so then you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, well, and you don't even have to
Doing
worry
everything.
about fucking up, really,
Right,
because apparently
right.
you already had fucked up.
Right.
That part is done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, now it's just you're in there. You can let your guard down a little bit as far as mentally on the, you know, me and on like
Right.
not having to have any type of guard up for like hoping I don't fuck up with like use or something like
Right.
that. Because I'm in there.
Right.
Granted, like it's like any institution, jail, rehab, anything like that,
Yeah.
it does get in,
Yeah.
but you usually won't find it if you're not looking.
Yeah.
Unless you have a cellie come in and, you know, who just got booked and they brought something in, then you
Right.
probably see it. But most of the time, if they don't know you, they're not going to just
Right.
willy-nilly off of that. It's going to be for
Right.
them.
Right.
You know, if you're going to risk the contraband charge, it's probably because you're an addict yourself, don't want to go through hell in
Right.
jail. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I liked it. But 2020 thus far, we've had thrown my back out.
Right.
I found out like every one of my teeth need to be crowned.
Oh.
That's fucking sweet, but I've already since the end of last year though. So since like December, I got 2 done last year, and I just got 2 done here earlier this month. But I still got temporaries on
Sure.
until Thursday.
Yeah.
So I found that out too. That kind of blows. And And then, but I got a secret weapon on that, by the way. My insurance will cover 3 of them crowns.
Sweet.
And I have more, but that's like taps my insurance.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Then
but,
after
so I've
that-
got other shit to do too.
Yeah.
And so since I have worked there, since I've had my benefits,
Yeah.
I have never, not one time, used this here fucking medical deal.
And you've been
So-
putting money in.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I
Boy,
just
hell yeah.
activated that card today for the dentist, basically,
Yeah.
and because I don't know what's going on with my prescriptions, but I don't know if I gotta hit this magic number or something. But
Yeah.
they're usually 0 copay, and they're not right now. So at the beginning of the year, I can only assume I have to hit my damn deductible and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That
So
fucking
that would help
bullshit
right there too. For that,
insurance. Yeah, absolutely.
you know, and yeah, man.
Jeez, that's quite a while.
Dude, we're almost like 2 years.
Yeah.
That's $50 a paycheck, and then they match, so it's
Exactly.
$100 a paycheck.
Up to
Oh.
$500. They
Oh,
match
for
it to
them?
500.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
but
Either
still,
way,
then
that's
you,
a year, so
right.
they still that's $1,000 from them.
that's awesome.
You know, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, I think it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So anyway, yeah, so that shit sucks. But then the vehicle issues, you know, we had the starter go out,
Yeah.
fix the starter,
Yeah.
and then 2 days later, a fire starts on the blower motor on the inside for the heat.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that happened. Same. Then after that, my pipes just froze up.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
had to get
Forgot
under
about
there
that
and
one.
fix
Holy
that.
shit. Yeah. I have actually currently right now leaking like the furnace has an exhaust pipe on it.
Mhm.
That one's all brittle and bullshit down there leaking.
Oh.
So I got a 5-gallon pail
Oh, yeah.
for that shit. I'll fix that tomorrow. But
You know, like I offered. So like I actually wondered because after like I got home, you know, and I knew it was frozen that morning
yeah.
before I went to work, and I figured fuck it.
Right.
Because even at that time in the morning, I couldn't have grabbed. The most I could have done was get under there, figure out which heat tape went out.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it wasn't even plugged in. Because tank had where my how my heat tape is by my water heater.
Yeah.
Is where an extension cord comes up, and then that's where my heat tape. You know, so
Yeah.
it's just one thing I plug in.
Yeah.
But at the foot of my bed is where all that is, and Tank has a bed down there that he
Yeah.
likes. And he fucking laid on it tight to the wall, and
Okay.
basically his body pulled that out.
Yeah.
So I plugged it in. So like I was gonna wait. I came home on lunch to see if it had thawed out,
Yeah.
and all the other tape worked. 2 tapes worked. It was the first one coming out of the ground and the last one,
Oh.
but
Oh,
the middle
shit.
section
Yeah.
was out. But yeah, so whatever. The most I could have done was get under there, figure out which tape was out,
Yeah.
take it out, and that was it. Like,
Right,
so I
no
just went to
difference.
work.
Yeah.
Went to work, damage was done, got home, but then I decompressed for a while before I got under there.
Yeah.
And the neighbors called me from across the road asking if I had water. And I was like, wait a minute. Is this like so maybe it's not me, like
Right.
maybe it's not the pipes.
Right.
And they had water, but it was like, I guess like when they shut it off and turn it on, it would build pressure up and then blow out right away.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
go back to slow trickle.
Sure.
So I told them that they probably just got a partial freeze and
Yeah.
got to go to the furthest end of the house, turn on the water, and let it. I would turn it on all the way right away
Right.
till it cycles
Let her
enough.
buck.
and-
Yeah.
until it starts blowing out like it should,
Yeah.
and then just leave it on a slow trick. You know, just those trickle or stream
Yeah.
so she don't freeze again. But yeah. But then I offered them. I'm like, you know, obviously maybe today I got my own fish to fry today, but if you need a hand tomorrow, let me know.
Yeah.
And they told me, you know, worry about yourself right now, man. You got enough going on, you know.
Yeah.
Like, hey, fuck, all right, dude, okay. I swear to God, I was just crawling my crippled ass out of from underneath that house.
Yeah.
Trailer house. I was coming out though, and like you're not even able to stand straight up yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was my whole body wasn't out of the hole yet.
Yeah.
And he was across the street asking for help with it. If I could come over and take a look at something, and I'm like, no, not tonight, man. You know, whatever. And then seeing as how I got, you know, not shot down,
Yeah.
but like, you know, they would take care of it more or less.
Yeah.
then I got to ask for help with it. And I was like, dude, I made plans. Like, I had a
Right.
friend over.
Right.
Like, fuck, I'm like, dude, no, but we can schedule for tomorrow. And I told him I'd help him today.
Yeah.
And I never heard from him today. So I don't know if they are still saying fuck it or if they got under there to fix it up.
Right.
But I just feel bad because I know the dad, Lonnie, he's a good ass dude. So
Was that dude that one day?
yeah, that was right across
pushing
the road.
your truck.
Yeah, that's Lonnie.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man. He
Mhm.
never, I've never went over there and asked to borrow this or that or asked for help with this, and he's never said no. You know?
Yeah, he seemed like pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool guy.
So with that being said, man, I mean, I'm down to help him.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm younger, not more limber, but I am younger.
Yeah.
So I can at least, and smaller than he is, so I can
Sure.
get around under there pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know, little gopher under there. I'm
Right.
fucking fast. But but it would just take me a minute to investigate that. But
Right.
yeah, nothing. So I'm gonna help him if you want. So Lonnie, if you listen to this fucker,
Right.
I'm down to help,
Yeah.
man. I just hit me up.
Yeah.
It's the weekend.
Well, yeah, now, like, I know, I suppose, like, right on, hey, can you come over now? Not right now.
Well, and then you got this morning, like, okay, so like a lot of the random shit that's been going wrong so far,
Yeah.
there's a good handful. I'm not like a victim in anything. There's a good handful that is probably negligence or caused by me being negligent. Like
Sure.
the fucking blower motor,
Yeah.
it's been making noise and going out for a long time.
Yeah.
I could have
Well,
gotten it in a long time ago.
Dude, the one in my car, if you put it on one, makes a lot of noise. I mean, to me,
I've never
a lot.
noticed. I guess then I don't know if I've had it there. I either have it on full or off.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Turn it on one next time you drive it, and dude, it makes noise. When would a person go in for a freaking heater motor?
Well, and it's just because eventually it's going to go all the way,
Sure.
and you don't want it to go at this time of the year. Like,
Yeah.
luckily,
Totally.
I had your vehicle already
Yeah.
and whatnot. But now I go to that truck. My truck has got zero heat in it, frozen ice box. But now Big Mike's
Yeah.
got heated leather seats,
Yeah,
high
right.
or low,
Dude.
Which, man, I was going through the pros and cons of this, so I might buy a vehicle, people. It's three. Well, the way I'm thinking of it is the $3,000 as is. So meaning
Oh.
the front driver's side blinker is not there. So this kid
Okay.
put it in the ditch, I guess.
Sure.
But Mike actually did a hell of a good job bending the panel, the quarter panel
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
So it got character, which is awesome.
Yeah.
The first cosmetic shit is already done,
Yeah.
so I shouldn't have to do it now. So, but the blinker's gone. So that without that,
Blinker.
and he has some sensor to do with the brakes.
Oh, okay.
So like there's no ABS right now,
Oh,
which is fine to
Right.
me. I don't really care about that.
right.
They actually fuck me up more. Like say if the accident
Yeah.
kicks out.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is I'm just not trying to chance that because it's all-wheel drive. I'm not used to trying to spring back an all-wheel drive vehicle. So
Right.
maybe the analog brakes would help with that. I don't know.
It's an automatic all-wheel drive. Like you don't.
Yeah,
put it in
all-wheel.
forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's just high and low.
sure.
So yeah,
Dude.
but so $3,000, I'm thinking like that.
How many miles are on this?
Oh, dude, no, here we go. Fucking 35 if he fixes all his little shit that he wants to fix, right?
Yeah.
And he was telling me all the stuff he's replaced just recently on
Sure.
it. But cons of it, I'll say them first. High miles, bad on gas are like
Sure.
the two main ones. But the high miles, man, we're damn near hitting $3,000. I had 300,000.
300,000.
Yeah, it's 280 something right now. But now that's also considering Big Mike has swapped a lot of shit out and
Right.
worked on it a lot.
No.
But I'm gonna give it some hard ones. But
Mhm.
Mike loves the vehicle. He's like he didn't really want to get rid of it for the 3 years, like all days because of what he's put into it.
Sure.
You know, and he just replaced, I guess, the back axles even.
Oh.
But this particular Toyota motor, they had put in Tundras and like gotten $1 million out of it.
No.
So
shit.
now, granted, this has to be not all of them and
Yeah.
the perfect conditions, or
Right.
like these people had to have been changing that oil like every 1,000 miles.
Right. Right.
I don't know the circumstances,
Yeah.
man, but they did happen. So he goes, "Yeah, so shit, man, we're barely breaking it in." I'm like, yeah, you do not fucking even think that when calculating the number.
Right.
So it's extremely high miles, but yeah. So
That's
we're gonna.
awesome though.
But so I'm thinking, yeah, 35 if he fixes all the shit that is currently wrong with it, and then and I don't. Mike's not the guy that's gonna sell me shit. If he
Right.
honestly like. The
Yeah.
thing about it is, if he thought that that motor was going to go in a couple,
Right.
he would not be doing it.
Right.
Because, I mean,
Well, how's it ride? Like, how's it
dude,
run? How's it sound?
holy shit, first off, everything sounds great.
Yeah.
Rides so fucking nice. It's
Right.
a smooth ride.
Yeah.
And here's now to the pros of it are the fact that it is all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's just a beautiful interior. That shit's flawless right
Yeah.
now. 3 rows of seating too. It's got the 3rd row in
Oh,
it.
geez.
It doesn't look like it's that big when you look at it from the outside.
Yeah.
But when you go to
Like a
get,
Ford Explorer.
yeah,
right?
but when you go
Yeah.
to get into that thing, it's
Yeah.
high as fuck. Actually,
Yeah.
I hip checked it the first time I went to get in. But the seats in that thing,
Yeah.
don't hurt my back.
No shit.
It's like the first vehicle I've ever found like that. And now also with the heated seats, it goes up in the backrest.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the heat loosens up the muscles in my back.
Absolutely.
Also.
My wife has that, and every time I drive, whatever, I'm like, oh.
Dude, so like
Yeah.
that is worth a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it to Thief River for Christina's funeral on Monday. So that's gonna be like not taking it to and from work or driving around
Right,
town running
right.
errands. Like I'll be able to get it on the highway and
But it sounds like it.
yeah, it sounds beautiful,
good.
man. Yeah,
Mm.
sounds great. Purrs like a kitten.
Wow, I mean,
It's just the only real spot of damage, even
Yeah.
for exterior body stuff, is right where you had to pop
Sure.
the quarter panel back.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, dude, she's gorgeous. Before I take off, you can come on and take a look
Hell
at it.
yeah.
It's fucking.
that's crazy.
It is nice, man. It's fucking nice.
Toyota, man, they go a long time.
Well, yeah, it seems like all the foreign things, like the Honda 3-wheeler motor. There's reasons those are still around,
Right.
man. And like
Right.
you can find them in all sorts of wear status, be
Right.
like states because of like they took an ass kicking.
Right.
So I had a 185S that when I started going through the motor, that thing I had driven it for over a year and just beat the hell out of it. And when I
Yeah.
went and started getting into the motor on some shit, I just found out how it was put together as is.
Yeah.
Like whoever had it before me had that thing held together by hopes and dreams. Like it was missing a lot of bolts and
Yeah.
stuff. Like
It still would hold compression.
oh
and go
man,
on.
she still was going. She
Yeah.
leaked oil like a sieve,
Wow.
but hell, it's to be expected.
Right.
The seal was bad.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Compression.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So the old, I'm hoping that Toyota, man,
Yeah.
and it's got new tires. That's tires are fucking excellent.
Yeah.
That is a huge plus
That's
as
a
well.
big deal.
Like those are even a notch. Like those are top notch tires
Yeah.
too. So he didn't skimp on it.
Right.
But yeah, man. So it's been a rough start to this year, but overall, all said and done, I'm not in a bad mood about it. Just rolling with the punches,
Right.
taking everything as it comes. At least that's kind of how it is. It's been letting me fix one thing before the next hits.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Plan B is always in place.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Yep. And then work's been dialed back pretty hardcore the last week too, and
No shit.
I let everyone go at fucking lunch today.
Sweet.
Yeah, told I could, whatever. So I did, and to be honest, like I would have done it anyway because I would have not been able to keep mom busy.
Right.
One of them deals, man. Because I got in late, and I'd already told them that if depending on where we're at, if we didn't have anything hot needing to get done and
Yeah.
worked out by lunch, that I could let them go. And so that was everyone in everyone's head. But now here I fucked up this morning and slept in my alarms and all of that.
Yeah.
So then I'm sure it hit their mind, like, if we have to stay late now because of this, like,
Your ass.
and I told them right when I got in there, like, I was like, no. Trust me, I will take care of that overage shit. Like, you guys are done at lunch. Like, if anything happens, it's out of my control, and it has nothing to do with me being late, then for sure. But if I was the cause, you guys are gone. Like, you guys can leave.
Right.
And the only thing that we had left were, it was like 2 running boards had to be out, like 2 sets, or like 2 different numbers.
Yeah.
And some prototypes and another one. But the problem was they both had to be drilled, one manual and then one had to get done on ours. But it was a big conundrum. I ain't gonna get into it all. Basically, one of my bits was broken. We had none of the collars and thread on.
Shit. Yeah.
So I had to basically like drill what I could do in one drill. I had to do all of them once with the one side, take those bits over, and do it on the other side. But Robbie ended up somehow pulling a miracle out of his ass, and he got it found one randomly. Found an old, like a random fucking one with a collar like that on it.
Just around.
Dude, on one of the machines inside in the tool and die room.
Sure.
So yeah, he managed to make it work. So it worked out, and I fucking, once they all left, basically all I had left to do was to tally and label the protos and then drill, I think it was like 10, 12 of them, and then get them sent through a box and gone.
Sure.
And it was like in total like 53 of them or something.
Yeah.
So it wasn't many of them, but so I left, took an hour lunch, went and grabbed your gas and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tank it, unplugged the heat tape again, but I caught it in time. So I let the water run into that, you know. He must have done it like right away this morning too, because there's no way that he did it recently. Because I mean, it wasn't that freakishly cold, you know.
Not compared to earlier this week.
No, so he had to have done it like real early on in the morning or something for it to even start to freeze up.
Yeah.
It didn't go solid, so it was good enough.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, good fucking day to day. Just then I got home, I was supposed to relax and just been busy with random shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's been, shouldn't be like this. Shouldn't be like this, man. Yeah, that's enough of me rambling, I guess, for a minute.
Wasn't it a thing to leave the water running back in the day? Or
it still is. That's what I do.
Right?
Yeah, I leave it in my tub. Even with the heat tape, I still leave when it's gonna be like that fucking cold. I leave just a small, like a little solid stream.
Yeah.
But right before it's gonna go to drips. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like right there. Like if it's any more, I can hear it from in my room when I'm trying to sleep.
Right.
And it pisses me off. So
you do leave your water.
Yep. Oh yeah. Even the heat tape is it's only rated for 40 below.
Oh dang.
You know, and we do pass that.
Yeah, Jesus, earlier this week we passed that.
Oh yeah, and then with windshield and shit like that, man, you know, like
just driving work and the truck said 28, minus 28.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like driving. And that was nothing.
So I mean it's one of them things.
I mean the weather's weather, fuck the weather.
Yeah. And we live in northern Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Shit's gonna happen for sure. And every year I was waiting for it too. Right. I mean every year my pipes freeze at least once. They catches me off guard or catches me with my pants down something, you know, and bam. Frozen pipes the next morning. But so I've been pretty much waiting for it. But when it didn't happen for a while, I was pretty surprised. I was pumped. I thought I was gonna actually go my first year without one of them heat tapes going on.
Right.
It's usually always the same one though, which happens to be the longest stretch, so the most expensive one.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that one wasn't it this time. I was shocked. I'm like, yeah. Went to the next one. It's the oldest chunk I actually right underneath my bedroom when I fucking got the place many times and whatnot. Well, you're not supposed to touch any part of heat tape to itself when it's got current flowing through it because it grounds out and fucking fries it right now.
No.
Well, this one here was wrapped all over all over itself, and there was a spot that it was actually melted and burnt in half. So me and Jeremy found it. But I mean, it had been like that probably for a long time before I bought the place, because I think this would be like during my first winter or before my first winter.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's been a pretty wild one, dude. I haven't had
Yeah.
to pay much for propane.
Right.
It's been decent.
Yeah, we have been pretty spoiled, I would say. This week is the norm for months. You know, like as cold as it was.
Oh yeah.
It should have been like this in like November.
Right.
It's like late November, but it hasn't. So I'm good with it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Let's hope that was it, but it won't be.
Still, like, I mean, like it's fucking exhausting too, dude. Like I don't know, the weather doesn't help with that shit. Like
No.
I'm already just fucking exhausted, tired. I know if this happens, if this one happens to go longer than like than your casual podcast, I'll start doing the fucking heavy ice thing, dude.
I'm with you, yeah.
I'm gnarly tired.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might not be the most, what you would say, like the craziest, most eventful podcast from my end, because even all that shit, none of that was really that entertaining. I mean, it's just an insane, besides someone shitting in that urinal. But yeah, just fucking tired. But yeah, I get that. I'm so tired, exhausted from the cold weather. Just is like salt in the wound on all of it.
Right.
Just continuing to beat you.
Well,
I feel like I've been bitching way too much because of all this shit. I'm not trying to bitch.
Right. It's
Well,
just
when
what happened.
When you get asked how's it going or what's
Right.
it's always good, and then here's what the fuck's been going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what you've been living. Not
Yeah.
like dealing or
No, I mean it's not like I'm fucking suicidal over the shit. It's not. That's not depressing me. It's
just day.
yeah. It's just it's how life can come at you sometimes.
Absolutely.
Roll with it one by one. Take each shot as
Right.
it comes.
Yeah, there's no easy way to just deal.
Nah.
Like, yeah, I mean, I've been recording like audios every morning, driving to work. Like it's probably a 15-minute drive. That's about how long these are, but
Yeah, 15 minutes is about right to there.
But it's funny because today's, I put the title "Exercise and Nutrition Suck."
Yeah.
Because I came to the realization that I'm done chasing people.
Yeah.
Like what's really funny, what's happening right now, like Warroad is opening a health and wellness center.
Mm-hmm.
Life Care is, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that at all?
No.
So they bought the old dollar store building or something, like Life Care did.
Like Dollar Tree or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
right.
Yeah.
And they're going to put a health and wellness center in there.
Well, nice. We need more of them. I mean, like the closest one besides the school is Steve.
Right.
And like if you get one like a 24-hour fitness, like you do well.
Right. Well, there is one in Badger, Tata's gym, that Tara Wisco.
Oh yeah, okay.
She does a 24-hour one.
Does she? Okay, I didn't know that.
Which is great, more power to you. Do it up. It's just this area. Nobody gives a shit. I've come to the realization.
Well, the ones who do don't need help.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, because the ones that do, you see it and you know who they are.
Yeah.
And like the whole town does.
And they don't need help. That is
And
probably
fucking-
the most perfect way to put it.
Them fucking assholes making us the other guys look bad. Fucking-
But it might be right, but either way, like, no,
Yeah.
they don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, but in like a sense, like sometimes though, I mean, now I wouldn't chase the clients. I get if we keep the name of our client.
Yeah.
The lure for me to pay for a trainer, or pay for somebody to do this, is to hold me accountable. And think about it, because like I couldn't do it on my own. I don't have the motivation on my own. This or that. And third, so you got to do it somewhat. But as far as forcing people to sign up type thing and chasing that,
Right.
I mean, I don't know if they're not ready today. I don't know if they're going to be ready for a while. It's probably gonna be years.
It's exactly it. It's more or less like I did after work. I did another one after work. Rarely do I do it after work, but it hit me because for the last probably month, I've posted the same 3 kinds of posts every single day.
Right.
One is the talk therapy piece. The second one is what WOD I'm on, right? Like 206, which is like 960 days. But
Right.
the third one is 25 push-ups every day.
I've seen that ones.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, is this actually giving any value? Like, why do I post? I posted 1, keep myself accountable, but then 2 is like, is it providing anybody at all any value whatsoever? I have no idea.
Well, the one on Facebook and stuff.
Facebook or
posts?
Instagram or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's got how many views do they get, or like.
Not many.
But you know, there's still gonna be people that notice. Like I notice them, and it makes me think about working out. It just, but I'll be bet on it, forget about them at the next one because I go, yeah, it'll work out.
Yeah, right. And I think, yeah, I mean, for the most part, the sole reason I even post it is so I can remember.
Right.
Tomorrow, what am I gonna do? You know, like now I'm on 210 or whatever it is. Otherwise, I'd forget every single damn day.
Like, yeah, like to do it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the reason I created this whole thing, is so I can remember where the fuck I'm at. You know, like that's it.
Well, I was gonna say, cause like even, but like the actual WOD videos themselves, fucking. I mean, once you, especially when you get the new camera for us doing this podcast, you like feel like you gotta update them bastards.
Right. Yeah, because some of those have those kids in it.
Well, that, but it's also like when I'm here in winter, and I just see it like you post the WOD and it's from summertime type thing.
Sure.
Like, you know, like it's something about seeing it being correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And updated, like, okay, he's doing them too.
Yeah.
You know, like he really does believe in this because he's doing it also, you know, like he keeps up to date on it. But I've just noticed it when I see the WODs come up when they're not in the same season.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, well. But I get why. But then because you're also posting other workout videos of current, you know, like the push-ups, you know, current.
Dude, this is no joke though. So I'm, 70 days straight on that one. I feel like, so 75 or 70 days straight of 25 push-ups a day, which sounds like a lot, maybe, but to me, 25 push-ups is nothing. But it's weird because I put on my shirts and I feel like I've gotten bigger now from 25 push-ups. That's it. Like, contrary to how many hours people would think I work out minutes a day, maybe 7 minutes a day, maybe 8 minutes a day at most.
Right.
That, and then I think a lot of people would think, well, you must work out all the time. I work out every day, literally every day, but not all the time, as in like 2 hours a day. 7 to 8 minutes a day. That's it.
But it's every day.
It's every day. Like, take 8 minutes times 900. What the hell is it? 960. You know what I mean? What's 8 times 960?
8 times 960. 7,680.
7,680 minutes.
Yeah.
So then,
and how long though?
That's in 960 days.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, 3 years. But if you take somebody
of working out, like physical activity, I mean, different deal.
Right.
But that's the same with you. You're not tallying that in either.
No, that's literally just focus, energy, intention works. But I think we underestimate the value of consistency. And right? Like, if I were to have a superpower, that C would be right fucking here. Consistency. Like, you can tell me all you want.
I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna be able to keep them beers tonight. I'm just not even drinking
Yeah.
tonight, man. Fucking. Well, I usually not drinking anyway. We have,
Yeah.
like 3, or I usually have 2 over here. But
Sure.
yeah, I think that first one was hard for me to get down. I'm beat and tired. I'm not trying to drink.
Right.
And,
I'm the opposite. This shit tastes really good. I don't know why.
fucking have at 'em, man.
It's terrible, but it like I don't know. Everything's just so weird right now. Like this book, right? The 500 book. I'm on the third one, the Amen book. It's such a mind fuck. Straight up, it just messes with your being.
Ooh, it's what? It messes with
Your being, like
Oh,
your
okay,
belief
yeah.
systems. Like for some reason, we're all going to go through a change. And now like anybody listening, they're gonna be like, okay, Jed's drunk. No, no, I'm not. But like Homo sapiens is our species right now.
Yeah.
We will all go through a change and evolve to the next species. Like Homo sapiens to then Homo vigilantes. Like vigilant.
Okay.
Like your ego goes away, like that voice that is constantly
Right.
just fucking eating at you. The exhausting part of being a human, a Homo sapien.
Right, but that's still a mental change. That's not genetic to a point where we're still going to be like a Homo sapien, yeah, biologically speaking.
Per se, right.
Yeah, but like mentally, we can excel and extend and like
And
fucking,
evolve into the next
yeah,
species.
throwing head over. But
Then you don't have that anymore. Like that ego goes away. That becomes just liberation at best. Actually, at worst.
I don't feel there's a human being on this earth that has completely gotten it done though.
No,
like
right.
For like ego, you know,
Right.
Because even when like we have moments, or maybe hell, like let's say the best in the biz might get a couple years of straight up never ego, or
Right.
not one egotistical thing said, done, thought.
Right.
It's actually done. But then, you know, as far as much more than that, I just don't think if anyone's gonna be honest with themselves, like
Yeah.
me, I know like I have killed a lot of that ego compared to what it was.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an evolved version of myself versus even fucking 5 years ago, 2 years ago. But yeah, man, I'm still like, there's a definite ego still there. And there's an arrogance, I guess, if you will, that I just feel it sometimes. I just know, like, after when I think back on like an interaction I've had, or like something like that, where I'm like, damn, you know, probably a pretty egotistical thing, but, you know.
Well, and I think what you're catching on as far as ego, it's more or less the identity to self. Like ego itself wants to hold on to whatever you are right now. And when that goes away, it doesn't matter. Like there is no other identity. There is no identity. Like it's not to say that you don't exist. It's just you don't need to have an identity in order to be. Like these books have been just fucking with me.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I get the concept, but I mean, like, to me, that's just not, like, an ego wants more than I think. Like, I feel like just like an ego itself, or like an ego.
Yeah.
So if it disappeared, it's like, so when you say ego wants to hold on to what you are now,
Yeah.
but like, I feel like egos they don't want you to be what you are now. They want you to go further feed into the ego. You know, like by like instead of staying now, like regress.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
exactly it.
So not to
Yes.
keep you where you're at, like to
Not,
regress.
not progress, but
No,
regress.
yeah. So
yes.
they want you to go back.
Dude,
Like, so,
yeah.
and if like, but even like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a tough concept as far as to get rid of it. It's just you don't need an identity anymore. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel there's more to an ego than that. But I mean, I haven't read these books either. And like to get the whole picture, you literally said like a couple sentences
I
about
know.
that.
It's just
So it's
so
hard.
hard to
Yeah,
like.
even I'm sure with the
It's
book,
so
it's hard,
complex. Well, I know, and in my reading skills are shit. So
right.
I'm probably
that
only
seems like a
taking
book
in.
you got to read each page twice. Like
It-
even like
There's
start.
so much. Like
Yeah.
I put a post-it note where I leave off,
Yeah.
so that I pretty much read the top of the page down to that again.
Yeah.
To like refresh. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, and really, there's so much to it that like they're already 500 years in the future, and then sometimes they go 500
book?
more. Yeah, and then they go 500 more years into the future. So like this really old soul was an old Vigilant, like the next species of human, right?
Yeah.
And then once you evolve again past a Vigilant, you're a Homo angelicus. So an angel, but it's an angelin or an angelin. So, dude, I know, like your face
Yeah, I just
right
don't.
there.
It's like I get where they're going with it, but I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck. Why they got it overcomplicated with some of the words.
I know.
And just simplify it a little bit.
It goes.
Because they see, to me, that's ego shown through on their behalf by complicating shit. You know, I feel
It's the writer. Basically, it's the writer's human aspect, like perspective. So it's his way of trying to explain what he's experiencing.
right. But I just feel like there's got to be simpler terms you could have used and
Dude.
to overcomplex, like to make shit overcomplex and shit like that. Is like, to me, it shows like people, the assholes that use overly dumb words that are not in anybody's vocabulary.
Absolutely.
That's being an asshole, and it's your ego showing through. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And we're fucking people that especially there's people that it may be a term that they might use frequently, but they know the common guy doesn't. Or
Right.
If you
know your audience, right?
Yeah, you get into a conversation with me and you're throwing these words out like to be a dick is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be the first to call it out.
Right.
All right, dude. You can quit.
Right.
If you're that intelligent, I bet you know about 4 other easy.
Well, you would know everything in between.
Yeah. You don't have to. You it's pretentious as fuck, and who we've been talking, especially if we've been talking for a few sentences here.
Yeah.
You pick up on my intelligence level as far as vocabulary goes.
Now match that.
And I mean, I can maybe surprise you with a couple words here and there. And I know when I write or if I had to type a story or a paper for this or that, right? Or that type of shit, I don't sound anything like I do. I talk.
Sure.
But because my brain, my brain, I'm smarter than my mouth gives it. When I shut my mouth and just run like that, run a keyboard or a pencil, the way I word shit is great. But not when I talk. When I speak, because I'm speaking, when you type and shit, everything is processed before I.
Sure. Yeah.
But as I talk, it's not processed prior.
Dude, totally. And that's why I do that talk therapy. Like your ego does not have a chance to sneak in there. Now it does every now and again. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
When you speak, and that's why I love doing this, is just
it's
just at this second. That's it. Like this moment, it's just fucking falling out. There's no thought. And that is without ego. That would be a prime example of no ego, pulling the veil back and just being raw
See, but
and
that's
open.
still like I feel like that's where like I struggle with that concept because yeah, like there's no ego in one aspect.
Yeah.
But I mean I still like if you are a type of person who is full of your ego, granted like you're not able to throw more ego into what you're doing and saying, but that doesn't take the fact away that what you're talking about. Like I could just be boasting about how badass I am, or like, that's not even necessarily just what defines ego either. Not just being like full of yourself, but it's
Right.
like just
Well, having an ego versus being egotistical, two different things.
well, but having an ego. Now they're one and the same fucking deal, though. There's having an ego and being egotistical. Like if you're egotistical, I feel like you almost fucking. They play together. I just like, and I don't know how else they wouldn't. Because if you are an egotistical person, there's no way you don't have an ego. But
Right.
now, if you can, but you can, it can reverse the other way though. Like you can be not egotistical, but have an ego.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't
ego,
I feel the other direction can't happen. But,
right. Your ego is your identity of yourself, and it does not want you to change. It wants zero change. If there's change, that means then it has to die. Like your ego has to die and then become something else again. It does not want that. That voice is
so
your
your
head.
ego is just your identity of self.
Yeah.
So even if you have to completely unidentify with everything.
Yeah.
So that I don't feel that that's possible because you have to identify for thought. Because I still, even if you're identifying as the soul of that is like of just being a soul in a vessel,
yeah,
experiencing what we are, like that's still an identity. Like there's like you're gonna have to identify with something to exist at all.
To be in the form.
But okay, then what form are you?
Well, formless. Like
And now you're formless.
Right.
It's still identities. Like
But
you're identifying
formless.
as a formless being, formless entity of some sort. Not to
You don't
challenge
have
this,
to,
that's
for
why
sure.
I'm having an issue.
Yeah,
getting
you
it.
wouldn't. You're not in connection then. Like right now, we're in form. People obviously can see, hear, whatever it is. But you go out of this space. Now you're formless. Now there is no identity. There is no ego. There's no voice sitting right here telling you what to do. Who are you? Should I be doing this? Blah blah blah.
That's not. I don't know. I can't grasp that because I still think there's identity there. Because with zero identity, like with zero identity, like there's no thought.
There's oneness then.
Well, no, it's still an identity. We identify as one, one and the same. So it's still.
You
Now,
connect
granted,
to it.
We're not individuals anymore with our own identity, but it is still a common similar identity.
Right.
So I mean, like individualism is dead, which could be like I would understand like ego would be like what makes you apart from that one, but
it gives you the emotions and the worry that, oh no, I could go away. As soon as that goes away, there's nothing to worry about anymore.
oh well, yeah, I get that, but it's still okay. I can relate and identify with some of that stuff, I guess. It's just that the ego thing is just not avidly trying to challenge it. It's just
all good. That's good.
My brain won't process it. Because like if your brain's not identifying, it's not working. It's not like even if we are like because oneness is when you finally hit the full alignment, you are
right.
Your gates fucking open, your goddamn heart chakras, like you are one.
Yeah.
And like, cause that's what we are. We're all the same thing. We're all made up of the exact same shit.
Right.